is, these technologies have been around for a long time. It's just only recently that it's become inexpensive enough that we can get it into this kind of marketplace. And then with these, we can open things up a little bit more so that students really kind of have the freedom to just do whatever they want. Sort of secondary goals to this effort was to make it so that students who are interested in experimenting with different sets of motors, maybe modifying the 3D printers to work differently, we have the means to do that. You can use some pretty simple tools that allow you to sort of make these 3D shapes and deform them and add indentations and extend them and stretch them until you get the shape you want, and you sort of view it in a 3D view, and then you save that to a file format that we can print. It's got control software that runs on the computer here, and the software is all open source, and it moves in an X and Y axis, the bottom plate does, and the Z axis, the vertical, moves up and down, and this raw plastic goes through this, what they call an extruder, that basically feeds the plastic filament into a hot head. So the tip of it's a little brass head that heats up to pretty high temperatures. That one's running at, 240 degrees Celsius. And as it feeds the plastic through, it melts a fine, about a 2 millimeter strand of plastic. And it just lays down fine lines of plastic that melt together. And it views the object as a set of horizontal slices. So it paints one slice, and then it moves up a little bit and paints the next slice. And by doing it that way, you can do all sorts of varied shapes and things. These are just a few little samples of different things we've done. So it's a fascinating, a fairly simple technology, but the net result is this really interesting sort of creative tool that gives us the chance to really think outside the box a little bit.
What excites you most about this?
What excites me most is that we have the ability to create parts that aren't nearby and aren't cheap. So for example, I just printed up a set of Mechanism wheels, which when you buy a set from SparkFun, it's $40. And while the ones I printed aren't going to be as high a quality, they'll get the job done for probably $2 if you total up the weight of plastic.
Being able to support just sort of that open-ended creativity. When someone says, I want to make something, I gotta go, great, let's make it.
For more information on our stories, you can go to theorion.com.
Consumer use, a part on your vacuum cleaner breaks. The day may come when you don't order one, you just grab the model off of the website and go print a new part.